Proceeded with. I call a member for Londonderry.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise this evening to add my voice to the considerable outpouring of opposition to a very significant proposal that will be, if approved, affecting the communities of Greater Western Sydney, and that is a proposal currently before the Minister for Planning to build the largest incinerator in the Southern Hemisphere at Eastern Creek. And, Speaker, I have to say in this place this evening, in this Parliament, that I am being inundated, as one of the adjacent members of Parliament, inundated with communities and residents opposed to this decision. I am being inundated with phone calls, with emails, opposition on my Facebook, and I cannot not stand here in this Parliament and make my view known for my community and for the communities surrounding my electorate. The upsetting thing to us in Western Sydney, though, Speaker, is that this is not the first time that we've had to cop this sort of treatment, because in Western Sydney we are consistently being treated as Sydney's dumping ground. Another example of how we have to deal with the Southern Hemisphere's biggest incinerator, that we have to constantly deal with Sydney's dumping problems. Speaker, much has been said on the public record about this proposal, and I am very proud that both the councils I represent in this place, Blacktown and Penrith, lodged submissions against this proposal. I want to make particular mention of the Mayor of Blacktown, Councillor Stephen Barley, the Mayor of Penrith, Councillor John Fain, Blacktown councillors Brad Bunting and Tony Bleasdale. In particular, also, I want to make a special mention of Penrith councillor Todd Carney, who led the opposition in Penrith Council and moved a motion to ensure that Penrith Council opposes this ridiculous proposal at Eastern Creek. This incinerator will be one of the world's largest of its kind, untested, unlike anything we've seen in this country. There are serious questions that remain over the environmental impact statement, and it includes no guarantee that the development will comply with EPA guidelines. The one takeaway that really perplexes me too is that the proponents say that it cannot operate when outside temperatures reach 37 degrees. Well, if anyone knows anything about our part of Western Sydney, it's actually quite often 37 degrees. So that defies logic to me and many people in my community. This is not the only problem, however, Speaker. The proponents of this project aim to burn 1 million tonnes of garbage a year, 1 million, and they claim that this will have no impact on the environment. This is rubbish, literal rubbish, on people's health, on our community. You surely can forgive us for being sceptical about that. We're talking about 100-metre smokestacks close to schools and homes, while trucks from around Sydney, from everywhere around Sydney, drive waste from across the state into our area, into Western Sydney, and we will not cop it. This strikes a particular chord in my community because once again we're fighting another inappropriate dump. Once upon a time, it was fighting this government's plan to transfer radioactive waste from Sydney's North Shore to Kemps Creek, and we will run another campaign, and we will make sure that we let the government know that we will not cop yet another waste facility in Western Sydney. I proudly stood with my community during that fight, and I'll proudly stand with them again. I want to make sure that the community knows where we stand on this issue. I want to make sure the residents in areas like Erskine Park, St Clair and Colleton in my electorate know that we will stand with them against the impact of this waste facility. But what is the local member doing about this proposal, the member from Mulgoa? Well, you know what we hear from the local member?
A true local
silence, absolute silence. And the residents of her electorate, they are responding to that deafening silence, coming to other members in adjacent electorates, asking them to stand up with them against this proposal. Well, we say to the member for Mulgoa, we are watching your response to this issue. We hear your deafening silence. It has been noted, and we will closely watch to see what your government does with this planning proposal. and we will hold them to account if they decide to build this toxic incinerator in our community.
Thank you, private members.